Hello, everybody. Tark, you are first. Usually I'm first.
Tark Gaming 37, welcome in. Thank you guys so much for stopping in to the first round showdown. Me, my boy ShadaWHO, the captain of the ship, knocking it out. Major Doofus?
Major doofus, yeah.
I don't know about that.
Every week it's a different doofus.
I know. Different Doofus. Yes, good stuff, man.
This week's major.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad of a week. How's everything been with you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Hung out with Chaos on Friday.
Oh, nice. Nice. You guys just do some type of gaming or what?
We went out to there's this place here. It's like
oh, that's right. I forgot. I forgot he lives close to you. That's right.
Well, no, he lives a few hours away, but he came down for business. So
okay.
went to this, like, they had like tapas style food.
Okay,
like, everything's shareable, but then they had like an arcade and stuff too. So it's pretty cool. It was all right. It's good to hang out with Chaos.
Tark says, "Is a major doofus so fitting?"
See,
sometimes for all of us, absolutely. Yeah, I haven't really been doing too much. Like I said before, we were talking before, looking into possibly getting back into restaurants, depending on if I can get the right schedule that I would like. I mean, doing something that's 4 10-hour days, which you already know, working in restaurants all my life and what you do, we're always at the restaurant 10 plus hours each day anyway. So
yeah, it's never
something I'd like to get back into. We'll see what happens. Other than that, just been doing a little bit of gaming, kind of streaming, spending time with the kids, doing some good stuff for my son's 17th birthday, as I did for his 16th birthday last year. I took him to our local firing range and let him shoot off a little bit. And he had a blast. Yeah, he had a
17-year-old.
Yeah, he had a blast. He was going to try the 9mm this time. We did the 22. I'm okay with whatever, but to start him out last year, I let him do the 22, and then this year he was like, can we step it up? I'm like, well, the next step up would be the 9mm, and so we got there. And as I'm doing the the waiver, you have to sign a waiver and all that for people that's going to be with you. He was like, yeah, I think I want to do the 22 again. I'm like, you don't want to do the 9mm because you can hear people from inside. You can hear people firing them off. And I said, well, I mean, it's completely up to you. So he decided he just wanted to do the 22 again. So maybe the next couple times we'll see what happens. But yeah,
the 9mm is not that bad.
It's not. That's what I was trying to tell him. But I mean, it's a little.
It's nerve-wracking your first time.
At first, yes. And I told him that. I said the first time you fire it off, you don't know what to expect.
A little bit.
Yeah, so
feel it in
we'll
your
see what happens. Yeah, he had a pretty good time. So
that's good.
Diablo is here.
Also, for those that are here watching, as you can see, ShadaWHO is not with us. He's retired.
Retired for 1 week.
Yeah, retired for today.
Just for 1 week. Yes.
Yeah, Tark's right. It does sound a lot worse than it is. It's not.
It does. Yeah. So once you kind of get used to the feel of it and the shock of it, it's not that bad. So, but there was some dude, I don't know what the hell it was. I didn't really look over too much, but this one dude was firing off some type of rifle, and it literally sounded like an M80 going off like 3 rows over.
So that reminds me of the Tremors.
Oh yeah,
where he's like, "Get the elephant gun."
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, other than that, not too much. Just kind of streaming a little bit, trying to do my usual stream time. I don't even know what my usual stream time is going to be if I change jobs, but yeah, played some arcade cabinets one day. Like I said, I started playing The Messenger, which I have had it downloaded for a while, and like I said before, it is a side-scrolling platformer, Ninja Gaiden feel. It actually breaks the fourth wall with a couple things with some of the dialogue. It's kind of comical, but I think it's something you might like.
I'll have to look into it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever even heard of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's called The Messenger. So, but everybody that's in comments, what you guys been doing this week? You guys been playing some games, just kind of hanging out? I know a lot of you guys just kind of follow us, and we all talk gaming. You all hang out for the most part, but if anybody's been doing anything, you know.
Me and so that new game that's coming out called Monsters and Memories, which is like a ode to EverQuest type thing.
Yeah.
Me and Tark have actually been playing some EverQuest a little bit,
Okay.
trying to get acclimated for when it comes out, because I never played EverQuest. I was always a RuneScape kid. I'm still a RuneScape kid, and I will probably always be a RuneScape kid. But I do like MMOs, and we're gonna see about that one when it comes out.
Gotcha. I think I played a little bit of EverQuest back in the day for PC. I remember the box that I had. It looked like it had some type of like dark elf or something on it. I think it was with like long white hair. I think I played a little bit of that. I don't know around what time did that come out? Did that come out around like Diablo 2, Diablo 3, or was that like
EverQuest is late 90s?
Late 90s. Okay, so probably Diablo 2. So I think my main game at that time was Icewind Dale. I don't know if you've ever heard of that one. That's kind of like a Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 feel. I think it's in the same realm as like Dungeons and Dragons and all that, whatever that is. But yeah, you pretty much create almost like Eye of the Beholder, but it's, you know, the asymmetric or whatever.
Nice.
But not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. They have it on GOG, so I downloaded it and I was playing it a little bit. It just kind of takes a little bit of time to get back into it.
Yeah.
Yep. Diablo is going to try to fix my car by the weekend or next week.
Good luck this weekend, bud. You're
Right.
You're not gonna be doing much of anything this weekend.
I was gonna say, Diablo, where are you at? Because we were just talking. Me and Slimmo were talking a little bit ago about how the weather's supposed to be. Oh, he's by you, so yeah, it's gonna be like ice all over the place.
He's north of me. It's gonna be a very slippery weekend.
Yeah. Let's see. Tark says
the Southern Blizzard.
The Southern Blizzard. Yes.
Tark, I actually saw something earlier that said y'all are gonna get like 2 feet of snow.
Yeah. We'll
18 to 24 inches is crazy.
Right. Let's see.
Yeah, he's above Atlanta, which is probably actually going to be worse than.
So if you guys get that much, depending on what we're going to get, I was telling Slimmer earlier that some of the guys at my job were saying that they had read or heard on the news that if it goes the way they're expecting, it's possible we might get a foot, if not a little bit more. Where we're at here in Maryland. So we'll see, I guess.
That would be not a great time for you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with driving in the snow. It's just all the other assholes out there.
That's true.
But yeah, so got a couple things going on today. We're doing oh great. That just went out on me. Showcasing a little bit today, I have another underrated, if not unknown, title for you guys when we get into some stuff with that. We got a top 10, not necessarily all, in a specific order, but top 10 PlayStation 1 games that you might agree with, you might not agree with, as well as some games that were released this week in history. Is there anything you want to talk about, Slimmo?
Yeah. We were talking about this before.
Mm-hmm.
They announced that Microsoft's going to be running ads in their cloud gaming.
So Microsoft is going to be running ads in cloud gaming.
Yeah,
you guys love that.
If you use the cloud gaming part of Game Pass, prepare to be cut off in the middle of a game for an advertisement.
That's crap. That's trash, dude.
That is so stupid.
Capitalism at its finest.
But we already pay for it. That's the worst part.
That's
we already pay.
It should come in with the entirety of paying with Game Pass, paying for Game Pass.
They shouldn't need advertisements at that point.
I don't know. Next thing you know, sometime in the future they'll put advertisements built into, hardcore copy games.
Oh, it's gonna be in everything.
Yeah. So that's crazy.
But I mean, they're not going to have hard copy games in the future. So
eventually, I know we were talking about that last year. That was one of the topics we were talking about. You know, more actual physical copies on anything completely gone. We'll see. I hope not. Jedi Master Tater is here, stopping in. Yes, Ryan Frisbee is here, my boy. Definitely good to see you guys. Talking about some cloud gaming advertisements that is going to be in the Game Pass. So if you guys have, like Slowman was saying, if you guys have Game Pass and you use cloud gaming, they are going to be adding ads in at some point, which is crap.
it's so stupid. I hate it so much.
Yeah. Hey guys, glad to see you back. Missed it. Absolutely, Ryan. Yeah, we're trying to do the best that we can here, man.
And I think that's, their way of trying to get people to actually just buy the game instead of using Game Pass, which makes no sense because they've been talking about wanting to be all about the Game Pass.
The streaming service, absolutely.
And now what they'll do is they'll add a tier where you don't have to pay for ads.
Oh,
you have to pay to not see ads. Is what they'll end up doing.
Yeah.
And
that's what they're doing. That's what they do with like Netflix and Hulu and all that. You can pay the base but have ads, but pay like $5 more a month and not have ads. That's just, I guess they're all picking it up.
It's a money grab.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
I wonder what they're going to advertise. Is it just going to be like commercials, or are they going to advertise other products, like game products?
I mean, I guess we'll see. I mean, it'll be, I don't know.
It'll be
car insurance.
if you have an itchy hand, consider this medicine.
Yeah.
It'll give you cancer.
But I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens with all that. But anyway, I guess we can jump to Slimma if you want to roll the bean footage on this week's underrated or maybe not so well known title that you guys might not have known that they actually came out with. If you want to go ahead and roll that.
Let's do it.
Back in, everybody. It's your boy Freedom again, and it's so great to have everybody here again on the First Round Showdown podcast. In all generations thus far in the gaming world, you're going to find those hard to find, underrated, and if not unknown titles. And today's pick is going to be no different. I don't ever hear anybody talk about this later installment of this specific title. From the arcade cabinets, and then soon ported to the Nintendo Entertainment System, take a step back in time with me as we look at Rygar for the PlayStation 2. Rygar, The Legendary Adventure is a 2002 action-adventure video game developed and published by Tecmo for the PlayStation 2. It's loosely based on Tecmo's 1986 arcade game Rygar and its 1987 NES port. It was released in North America in November of 2002, and then in Japan on December 2002. In 2009, however, it was remastered for the Wii by Team Tachyon as Rygar, The Battle of Argus. Set several years after the Roman Empire's conquest of Egypt, the game tells the story of Rygar, a heavy infantryman in the navy of Argus, a fictional Roman-controlled Mediterranean island. When Princess Harmonia of Agus was kidnapped by a group of Titans, Rygar is then tasked by an ethereal voice to save her. To accomplish this, he is given the Disc Armor, a legendary weapon forged by the gods themselves. Believing his mission to be that of a simple rescue, Rygar discovers that there is much more to the Titans' objective than he initially imagined, and the fate of the world hangs in the balance. First, and the walking is a little wonky, but a lot of people probably would feel that it's kind of like a clone, obviously, of like God of War, almost like they did with Dante's Inferno, with the Devil May Cry series, that type of third person camera control, whatever. So, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's, it is what it is. It continues from the original game that I see a lot of people playing the original arcade cabinet, or I see people like Mikey Loves Retro plays the NES title all the time. So
I've tried it. I'm not.
You said you've tried it.
I haven't played the PS2 one. I've tried the NES version. It's not really something that I'm too big on. But what's with all these video game characters trying to save the monarchy?
Who knows? I feel like I mean, it's just like I said. I mean, it's not too bad. I think I got about halfway through the game the last time I tried playing it and just kind of put it down. It gets very repetitive, and it, like I said, it was around the same time. It's definitely got a lot of the same feel of that aspect of the original God of War series. But when they came out with games like that, I feel like they kind of broke the mold. It was a good idea for some titles, so I guess a lot of third-party titles were trying to do the same thing. So, but it wasn't too bad. I mean, I don't know how expensive it is now. It might not even be that expensive, but yeah, I picked it up because I didn't even know that they came out with a PlayStation 2 version, and I think I picked it up like last year or something. So
let's find out how much it costs for the PlayStation 2 Rhaegar complete in box. $13.23.
There we go. So it's not
expensive at all.
It's not expensive at all. It's not too bad if you just have like an extra $20 you want to just kind of blow just to add to the collection. But other than that,
so we got a comment here that says, I got a buddy that works for GameStop, and he was telling me that he has been hearing some rumors about Xbox going away completely in a couple of years. I don't know how true this is. Just rumors. He said he heard. Xbox has been saying that they want to get out of consoles
and just do software like
they want to do
like Sega
streaming. Yeah, they want to do streaming services, and that's really it. They don't want to continue with consoles and stuff.
Yeah,
so
I guess we'll see
how that goes.
I feel like you said, Slim, I feel like at some point, I really do feel like at some point, like you were saying before, the people that are interested in collecting, it's going to be less and less and less, and then eventually it's just going to be just straight all media, So I guess we'll see at some point.
All online digital.
Yeah.
It's the way that things are going. And I mean, Xbox is trying to do it now. PlayStation's been wanting to do that. So I think it'll be fairly soon that we see that actually start to.
Are you guys excited for the video game movies this year? What did I just see? Was going to be God of War is supposed to be turned. Oh, that's another thing. God of War is supposed to be turned into a movie at some point, and the guy.
I think it's a TV series, right?
Is it going to be a TV series?
I think so.
I'm not sure, but I know there's a little bit. Some people were upset, but some people were okay with the fact that they're not going to have the actor for the newer God of War to do it. They're going to get. I can't remember what the guy's name was, but he played as Beta in The Walking Dead.
He was Opie in Sons of Anarchy too.
That's what it was. I know it was a big thing that he was in Sons of Anarchy as well. Yeah.
His facial structure fits.
It does. It absolutely does. And it's still a big thing that some people were bringing up was the fact of in the original like 3 or 4 games, it was almost like he was portrayed as an African American, but then in the newer game, he was voiced by an African American, but then his character looked like a Viking white dude, and his son's white, and his wife was white. So it's like that was something that people were kind of on the fence with. But I mean, my personal thing is if they do a great job being in the acting and they follow what it's supposed to be, it doesn't matter to me either way.
I think once it comes out, the acting is going to be the least of people's worries, and it's going to be did they or did they not follow the story?
Story, right? Exactly, and that's what it always comes down to.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, either side of the aisle, they could have got somebody, and people are going to be disappointed with who they chose, regardless.
Yeah,
but it's going to
come down to have something to say about it.
Good? Is it good?
Yeah,
and it's coming out on. Is it Prime that's doing it? Or is it HBO?
I know Prime's doing a lot.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's doing it. But they've been doing pretty decent with video game adaptations recently on TV shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Like The Last of Us I enjoyed The Last of Us. I don't care what anybody says. And Fallout has been pretty good.
I still haven't had a chance to watch any of the Fallout. I watched a little bit of Twisted Metal, and I liked what I saw so far, but I never got a chance to jump on Fallout yet.
I didn't watch Twisted Metal. I'm not even a fan of the Twisted Metal games, really. I'm not big on cars in video games.
I'm a fan of like the original like 4 or 5, and I have a couple of them for the PlayStation 2 collection. But nothing hits. Maybe it's just a whole nostalgia thing for me, but the originals were always the best.
I mean, it got this far because people enjoyed the games. I mean, that's just my personal taste. Is I don't care to be playing as a car, but a lot of people do love Twisted Metal. So I haven't really watched the show. I haven't seen much in the way of like reviews for it or anything, but I also haven't sought that out.
Yeah. Diablo says Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Resident Evil, and Silent Hill all have movies coming out. I knew about the Mortal Kombat. Yeah. I didn't know about Street Fighter, though.
Didn't they already make a Silent Hill movie, or was that am I thinking of Resident Evil?
So they had like 3 Silent Hill movies way back in like the early 2000s, I think it was.
But weren't they trash?
The first one was okay. The second one kind of went off of a little bit of the story, and I don't think I saw the third one.
I don't think I've ever heard any good things.
I heard The Witcher got canceled after Henry Cavill left, and this new season is not the same. Oh, wow. Isn't he the guy that did Superman?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay. Christopher Judge has been the new voice of Kratos since PlayStation 4. Okay.
You learn something new.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't disagree with the pick. I think he looks the part.
Yeah.
And he's always done a really good job in everything he's played in. So I'm not opposed to him playing the part. I just want to know how they do with the actual show itself.
Right. Well, I guess we'll see. It seems to be, I mean, to each his own, really.
Yeah.
Give me one sec. So we are back at it. Cool. So yeah, we have a couple other things here. If everybody wants to get into it and possibly give some guesses, I came up with this website. It says CBS. It's not CBS. It's my fat fingers. CBN, I think it was a website, but this is pretty much general PlayStation 1 games. Slow-mo, you can go ahead and try to see if you can pick what some people feel is the top 10 PlayStation 1 games that came out.
PlayStation 1 games?
Plus, top 10 PlayStation 1.
When I think PlayStation 1, I think Crash Bandicoot.
Surprisingly, on their list, I would say Crash Bandicoot is one of the best as well. But surprisingly, on the list that I found for this specific one, Crash Bandicoot is not on there.
That's okay. What about Spyro?
Spyro's not on there either.
Should they do it?
Should
Throw
be.
the whole
I don't
list
know.
away.
Half of the list. Well, so there's 3 RPGs.
Okay, well, I mean, obviously Silent Hill is going to be on there. Silent Hill 2.
Silent Hill 1 is on there. Silent Hill 2 came out for the PlayStation 2.
Okay, I don't know.
So you got you got Silent Hill, definitely.
And then, another major franchise with the PlayStation 1 was Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider's not on there.
Wow.
Surprisingly. This specific list, anyway. I mean, we need to make up our own list.
We do.
Let's see. Wait a minute. This is called Return to Silent Hill and is straight based off of Silent Hill 2. Well, I hope it is, because Silent Hill 2 is probably my most favorite out of all of the games. A lot of the great games are great, but Silent Hill 2 was the best for me. And they have only been Silent Hill 2 movie based so far. Okay.
Has anybody else got any guesses on this yet?
Diablo says Resident Evil. So I will say Resident Evil's on there, but which one?
2.
Emirdo, yes. Resident Evil 2 is number 2 on the list, which I feel like is the best out of the first 3 anyway. Diablo, Dino Crisis is not on there. Parasite Eve should be on there, but it's not.
Really? Is there a Twisted Metal on there?
There is not a Twisted Metal on this one specifically. Give me a fighting game.
Probably a Street Fighter or a Tekken, or I don't know.
Tekken 3 is on the list.
Tekken
3 was great. I started with Tekken 2, but Tekken 3 probably stepped it up a little bit. So
I guess I can see it.
I will give you guys a hint. One of the games that I streamed 2 weeks ago is on here. Damn shame. Dino Crisis, right? Didn't they came out with a Dino Crisis 3, didn't they? On original Xbox? I think. But no.
I'm not sure.
How about Spy? Some type of spy game, maybe.
Oh, you're talking about Metal Gear Solid.
Metal
obviously.
Gear Solid is on the list.
I don't know why I didn't think of that, but that's probably like. Where is that? Does that fall? Is it like their top 10, or does it just say 10?
It just says 10 best, 10 best, and they apparently did like a 1,000 people, and this was like the top 10 people kept saying. So I mean, I'm not 100% sure.
Siphon Filter's not going to be on there, I don't think.
Siphon Filter should be on there, but it's not.
I didn't think so. Siphon Filter is a good game. I actually enjoyed when we played that, but I did not see it being a top 10.
What about? I don't want to give you too many hints on this.
I'm trying to think.
There's a big one that Hatter is a huge fan of. If you remember Hatter.
You said RPGs, though, right?
Madhouse. There's 3 different RPGs that's on here. 2 are from the same franchise, and one of them is not. There's also a racing game.
Game?
Yeah, and then
Gran Turismo?
Gran Turismo, the original Gran Turismo is on there, yes.
Trash. Oh my god. This whole list is no Crash Bandicoot, no Spyro the Dragon, but Gran Turismo?
Medieval. I'm guessing because it was the start of the series. Some of the later Gran Turismos were great, but the first one did not age well at all, just like the Need for Speed games. Legend of Dragoon's not on there.
What about Final Fantasy VII?
He said it. Final Fantasy VII. Yes. Final Fantasy VII is on there as well. Of course, it's going to be on there.
So there's no Legend of Dragoon, right?
Legend of Dragoon is not on there.
What is
There's 4 left. There's 2 RPGs.
We played a game.
2 RPGs, 1 side-scrolling platformer, and then a third person.
What about Legend of Mana? Was that on PS1?
Legend of Mana was on PS1, but that is not one of the other 2 RPGs. Now, there's 2 RPGs. I'll give you this hint. There's 2 RPGs, and then there's 2 vampire games.
2 vampire games. Are there any more Final Fantasies on this list?
There's 1 more Final Fantasy that came out for the PlayStation 1.
So is it 8?
No, it is not 8.
Is it 6?
It is not 9. 6 came out for... Did 6 come out for PlayStation 1?
I don't know. Is it 10?
It's not 10. 10 came out on PlayStation 2. It's 1 more.
5?
1 more.
I don't know.
Yes, Amirdo says
Castlevania
Symphony of the Night is on there. That is one of the vampire titles. So you might not be thinking about this. I didn't really get into it, but I appreciated it. Final Fantasy Tactics was the other Final Fantasy game.
Okay. I don't even think about those games. I don't think about Final Fantasy in general, so Final Fantasy Tactics is definitely not even on my mental radar.
Yep. So
you said there's a platformer on there as well?
There's a 3D platformer.
Is it Tomba 2?
No, it's vampires as well, and then 1 more RPG. So
it's a vampire.
Yeah, the only other vampire game that I think a lot of people really think about when it comes to PlayStation 1 that gets betrayed by Kane.
Yeah. Oh, Legacy of Kane?
Legacy of Kane, Soul Reaver, yes, is the other one. And
then when I think of like PlayStation 1 titles, it would be like PlayStation 1 exclusive titles, like only on the PlayStation 1. Like, how is Legacy of Kane going to be top 10 PlayStation 1 games when it's on the Dreamcast?
It's on the Dreamcast as well. Yep, it is.
And not only that, but like Crash Bandicoot.
Right.
You know,
yeah, definitely. We need to make our own top 10. And the very last one was Vagrant Story for the PlayStation 1. Another RPG. I like some RPGs. But it's just, it wasn't like a huge thing for me. So
that's so crazy that Crash and Spyro were both left off those lists.
Right. Crash.
Like, I would put Gex above some of those games, and we all know how we talk about Gex.
Yeah. Oh, we love that one.
I definitely love that one. I did.
I appreciated it. It was pretty good. I know Griffey was like really hating some of those games, man.
But like, I think the whole Gex thing was the voice acting and like the very repetitiveness of it.
The voice acting, the pop culture references, absolutely
great.
Yeah, Dude, that's a rare one. Yeah, Vagrant Story. Yeah. So
I've never even heard of Vagrant Story, I don't think.
Yeah.
And like wasn't super big on the PlayStation 1 in general. I was still like Nintendo 64 and it up as a kid.
N64, yeah. Yeah.
And then I went to GameCube immediately after N64. So,
What's some games that you played on GameCube?
GameCube. So I've always liked. I think people shit on this game, but Super Mario Sunshine was not that bad.
Dudes, I was just about to say Super Mario Sunshine was probably my most favorite out of the 3D platformers that they came out with. I really enjoyed that.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I played a little bit of Melee on the GameCube.
Yeah, the Smash games, yeah.
I played a lot of Wind Waker, which is surprising because it's a Zelda game. And
which also gets crapped on all the time. I thought
it really
Wind Waker
does.
was. I thought the idea and the cell shaded. It was each game had to come out with its own mechanic, and I mean, Wind Waker was great.
Yeah, I liked Wind Waker, especially because when that came out, how old was I? Like 13, 14?
Right.
Let's see.
I'm not a Mega Man fan, but it's a shame that Mega Man isn't on that list. Yeah. Oh, so for the PlayStation 1, I mean, what Mega Man games came out on the PlayStation 1? I know the X, what was it? X 7 and 8?
Well, they have
and then the Mega Man Legends 1 and 2, and then the Tron Bond game.
And they have all the collections on GameCube as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Wind Waker came out in 2002. I was 12 going on 13. To me, that was a great game for a 12 or 13-year-old.
Yeah.
It just was. And I don't care what
Emerito is Rick, right?
Yeah, that's Rickles.
Okay, that's what I thought. How you doing there, Ricks? Good to see you, man. Wind Waker was my favorite Zelda. It was great. Absolutely great.
I actually enjoyed playing that when I was younger.
If you guys need GameCube exclusives, recommendations, a guy should hit me up. I hate some good ones. Ha, absolutely. Legends was good. I know a lot of people say they want to see Mega Man Legends 1 and 2 remastered, which would be okay as long as you did better on the controls. The controls, without having the analog sticks for changing the camera and all that, definitely made it rough, but
Another game I played a lot on GameCube was Pitfall. The
Pitfall, okay.
There was a Pitfall game on the GameCube. I have it right over here. Hold on.
Is that the same one that came out for the PlayStation 1, or is that a different one?
It came out for the PlayStation 2, I think.
PlayStation 2, okay.
It was Pitfall, the Great Expedition, or something like that.
Yeah.
I have it somewhere. I can't find it right now, but yeah, it was Pitfall something. And I really enjoyed that. I've always liked Pitfall. Pitfall Mine Adventure is one of my favorite games.
Right.
Probably like top 10 all time. The Lost Expedition is what it was. It was PS2 and GameCube and all that jazz. So, but yeah, the first actual PlayStation that I ever really played was PlayStation 2.
Right.
Which I still love. I think some of the best games were on PlayStation 2.
Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2. Can you guys hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
And there were some PlayStation 2 titles that that was when I was getting into like my shooting games.
Yeah.
And stuff. So that was when all the Medal of Honor was PlayStation 1, I think.
Yeah, Medal of Honor 1 and Underground was PlayStation 1. Pretty good stuff.
Frontline,
Pacific Rising Sun, and Vanguard was PlayStation 2. Yeah.
Okay. And then, but they had all the Call of Duty games came out on PS2, right?
Yeah.
Which one was European Assault? Was that Call of Duty or that
PlayStation 2?
Medal of Honor European Assault was on PlayStation 2. That was the World War II Europe.
Yes.
because the Rising Sun was the Pacific Ocean
Yeah.
type war, and then Frontline was like the invasion of Normandy.
Yeah.
I liked
Yeah.
those games because I liked not only did I was a teenager and I was liking the shooting games, but I also liked the historical aspect on those. Black on PS2. Okay, Black when back in the day was so good. I loved playing Black. I tried to play it again recently. The controls are trash.
Yes,
What were they thinking?
are. They
What were they
are.
thinking?
They're complete trash. I have it for PlayStation 2 as well as the original Xbox, and it's still shitty controls on both systems.
Oh my
Absolutely.
god, it's terrible.
Yeah.
And the problem is, like, I loved that game
Yeah.
growing up. It was so fun. And then it, trying to play it now is
Yeah.
awful time.
Yep. It's like, dude, I know I wasn't this bad back in the day.
Right. There's no way. And it's just, it's unfortunate because it was a very good game and it had a good story and everything else, but
Yeah.
it didn't hold up. Those controls are trash.
Mm-hmm. The first PlayStation 2 game I played was 007 Agent Under Fire. I have that one as well for the PlayStation 2. Really good game. That's another series that actually did very well on the PlayStation 2 was the 007 series. Agent Under Fire, Rogue was good. They came out with a From Russia with Love with Sean Connery. That one was really good as well.
I've never really gotten into the James Bond games, except for like I played GoldenEye obviously when it came out, but any of the other ones I've never played. I think about it though. I think I should sometimes because they seem fun.
Yeah, the PlayStation 1 ones don't really hold up as well. I grew up with after GoldenEye, I grew up with Tomorrow Never Dies, which was pretty good at the time. I went back a couple times and tried playing it. Once again, no analog controls for moving around, so it definitely didn't hold up very well for controls.
Okay.
No One Lives Forever for PlayStation 2 is good. It is. Absolutely.
But see, that's a lot of games from back in that era, the PS1 era.
Yeah.
That people love easy games, but you try to play them as somebody who's never played them before.
Yeah.
Like Silent Hill and Resident Evil. The controls are trash.
Yeah.
And even like Metal Gear Solid, camera angles, awful. And people love these games and they are blind to their flaws because they are heavily flawed.
It's the nostalgia for some people, absolutely.
I'm not denying that they are great games or that they were great in their time even. Or, they're still great, but they have flaws that people who love these games refuse to see.
Uh-huh. Rico says, y'all ever play PsyOps for PlayStation 2? I have. I don't think I have it, but I've definitely played it.
Yeah, I've never played that.
Yeah.
But see, my PlayStation 2 list of like great games is gonna, obviously they're not gonna put my games on their top 10 list because they just hate me.
Give me some of your top 10 PlayStation 2 games.
One of the best PlayStation 2 games for me is Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank series was great.
Top tier. And, I just don't think like if you did obviously top 10 PS2 games is going to include like Kingdom Hearts and stuff. And like Kingdom Hearts was good. I played part of the first one and then it got to
the market got flooded. It got flooded.
Got to Atlantis and then I was like, nah, I'm good.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of games on PlayStation 2 and like we already talked about the Medal of Honor and Call of Duty games and stuff like that I enjoyed, but Dead to Rights, I really enjoyed Dead to Rights, and I never. That's the one
where you had the dog, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you had the dog that you could use, and like name another game where you can have a dog attack for you.
Right. Besides Shadow Dancer from arcade and Sega Genesis, and I think Super Nintendo. But then,
Dead to Rights is a good game. And even it has its issues with the controls. I think it's got inverted controls, and that's trash.
Oh, that's rough.
I mean, back in the day, it was really good, but now I tried to play it, and I'm like, ugh. I played this.
Sons of Liberty was a good one. Spy Hunter was definitely outside of box thinking. Which one was it? Spy Hunter 1 or Spy Hunter 2, where they actually put the Rock in the game? I think I have that. And they had the Rock do the voice acting and everything for his character. It was So horrible for the little bit that I actually played.
But PlayStation 2 had a lot of another good PlayStation 2 title would be Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh
Even
yeah,
though that's out on
that gets.
everything,
I was
but
going to say that gets a lot of hate too.
that was such a good game. That game
Yeah,
was so fun.
yeah. Suffering for PlayStation 2. See, I don't have the Suffering on PlayStation 2, but I do have both of the Suffering games on the original Xbox. That was another pretty outside of the box thinking series as well.
So back when I was a kid, my parents used to get us Christmas time, they would get like a gift for the family, and it would always be like a new video game console or whatever.
Yeah.
And they got us an original Xbox. And the only game I remember playing on the original Xbox was Roadkill. And I loved that game, and my brother loved that game. But that's really the only game I ever remember playing on the original Xbox, because I had my PlayStation, so that's what I never really got into Xbox until I got real older. My brothers both play Xbox, and so I didn't get another Xbox until the Xbox One, and that was towards the end of the Xbox One that I got an Xbox.
Gotcha. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, the one with the rock was called Spy Hunter Nowhere to Run. Okay. Was that like I wonder if that was like the third one, maybe. Diablo says Clock Tower 3. Yes, you guys already know. You guys have seen me stream that one. The Clock Tower series was pretty great. The first two or the first three that were on PC, and I think a couple of them came out for PlayStation 1, was kind of like a point and click adventure type of thing that a lot of people really couldn't get into.
But I also hear a lot about Clock Tower.
Yeah. Part 3 was pretty great.
I feel like I've seen Clock Tower on lists before, so I don't know.
We might have had it on the list a year ago for this, but then I think at some point we couldn't really find a good PlayStation 2 emulator. Possibly.
Yeah. I need to play the rest of the Metal Gear games too. Even though I don't really care for Metal Gear Solid was solid.
Yeah.
But it's just not typically my type of game, but I hear they get better.
Yeah.
So I'd be curious to see.
I never played anything past part 3. I played and beat 1, 2, and 3. I played the VR missions, was pretty good. I tried what was the one where you played as Raiden? Whatever, where he becomes like a half cut up robot that just swings a sword around. It's almost like an arcade-esque feel or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, whatever it was. I played a little bit of it, couldn't get into it.
That's fair.
Metal Gear Rising, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I mean, I understand the appeal. I definitely understand the appeal, but it just wasn't for me.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So what else we got? You said you had did you say you had something else for us?
Yeah, one second.
Gaming history.
That's yeah, games that came out this week years ago. So let me see. Let me bring that list up. So just a handful of them, just a couple of them. And we were just talking about Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor Allied Assault came out for PC 24 years ago, back in 2002, which was a really great game. I feel like it took a little bit from some of the other, or maybe the platforms, the console games took some from that. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2 came out for PlayStation 2 and original Xbox 22 years ago. What's up?
Interesting.
Try to knock.
I knock, no one answered.
Then open it. 22 years ago, 2004 for Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. Vandal Hearts, Flames of Judgment, another RPG, I believe. I think I've seen something about that. 16 years ago, back in 2010, Saints Row: Gat Out of Hell. If anybody liked that series, was great. 2015.
Saints Row had some good little catchy things like that.
I think that was the last one that I played. But yeah, Saints Row was pretty great. I never played the new one. Well, the remaster or whatever they came out with like 2018 or something like that. And the only other one that I have on the list here, which I'm pretty sure there's probably more, was Hitman 3 came out for consoles and PC. Hitman 3 came out 5 years ago, 2021, 5 years ago.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, I didn't either. So I've seen that.
Hitman, like Absolution was like the last one or whatever it was.
Yeah. Well, I know, and I think even on Game Pass, they came out with like some type of Hitman episodes where I don't know if you had to download certain episodes where it was like kind of partial parts of the game. I don't know. I'd seen a little bit, but I wasn't 100% sure. So,
yeah, I don't.
Yeah. So, other than that, not too bad. Not really anything else that I've heard in gaming news. But that those commercials you're talking about, yeah.
Rick's still here. He'll know. Mikey loves retro. Vandal Hearts is a North American RPG and very good. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of it.
I've seen the name before, and I don't think I've ever seen anybody play it. Welcome in there, Mikey. Great to see you there, buddy.
He missed the Rygar talk.
Oh yeah, Mikey. We were I was talking about you a little bit earlier. We were talking about the game that I showcased today on for the unknown or underrated title was the Rygar that they came out with for PlayStation 2. Good stuff, man. Definitely, man. I was saying that I know you usually run through the NES title all the time, man. So what would I know? Ha!
I was going to say something about gaming news. I don't know if any of y'all are into. Rick would know about this. I think it's called Mio. It's MIO. Okay. Missions in Orbit or something like that.
You were talking about that last week.
Yeah, it's a new Metroidvania platformer game that released today.
Okay.
And me and Rick had talked about it a little bit, I think. Because, we have a similar taste in video games.
You said it's a side-scrolling platformer?
Yeah, it's like a Metroidvania side-scrolling platformer type thing.
Nice. I'm definitely going to have to look into that.
Yeah. Oh, Memories in Orbit. I need to grab that still. Yeah, it's $20. So that's not a bad price for a new game.
Not bad at all. Yeah, like I said, I was this week started playing a little bit of The Messenger. I don't know if some of you guys had played that a little bit at all. Side-scrolling platformer, Ninja Gaiden feel really. So far, it doesn't seem as difficult as some of the other ones out there, but I've only gotten past the first two bosses, so we'll see.
Well, you're also the GOAT, so
maybe the GOAT.
I've never seen
some of the GOAT.
I've never seen you bad at a game ever.
Bad at a game?
I've never seen you bad at a game.
Any of the Souls games, I'm really bad at. I can't get into the Souls games.
This game actually looks good. The Messenger.
The Messenger, yeah. I mean, the soundtrack. It's that 8-bit, 16-bit synthwave techno. Rickle says, "Yo, the Messenger is a banger." Oh, is it really? Yeah. I mean, it was great. Like I said, I don't know if it was free to download on Game Pass at one point or something, but I downloaded it. Yeah, I downloaded it and I started playing it the other day. Absolutely.
I've got it on my wish list already.
I still need to finish ShadaWHO, which I know we were talking about last week, which is another amazing title.
I need to finish the new Shinobi Art of Vengeance. That game is really good. Like it's one of those games right now. Like it's very rare for me to where like I'll go back and obviously you go on and you unlock different abilities and stuff, but you can go back and find collectibles and stuff.
Oh yeah,
when you unlock ability, yeah.
And
like it's one of those games right now. I just don't mind doing that. Like usually I'm like, I'm not going back. But
yeah,
this
that's
one
how
I'm like,
ShadaWHO is.
I'm like, let's do that. Yeah, let's go back and get that.
I'm still seeing a bunch of people playing the Terminator 2 side-scrolling platformer. I still haven't picked that one up yet.
Really?
So many different ones I want to play and want to stream because it's just like they all look amazing.
If you even saw my current backlog on Nintendo Switch 2, you would be just appalled.
Right.
It's
I borrowed the Messenger
disgusting.
from a friend, 100%ed it, and then they recently brought it on the Switch for myself. Bought it from the Switch for myself because it was like under $5. Wow, yeah.
The
I love
Messenger
the
is under $5.
I love the fact that right off the bat I noticed that like the in-game characters break the fourth wall, like the mage or whatever that you buy some of your that you buy all of your abilities from, breaks the fourth wall like all the time. Like one of the first conversations they talk about like Ninja Gaiden in general. It's like, yeah, you know what this game's kind of like based off of, and it's like it's talking to the like the person that's playing the game. It's so amazing.
Yeah, I need to look into that because it does sound like a game I would enjoy.
I think
And
you
it
would.
looks good. That's just my, Metroidvania side-scrolling platformers. That's me.
Yeah.
So I always take those recommendations. And you know who's really good at recommending games for me, also besides Rick, is Benny, B Tribe, the Wolf.
Oh yeah, he does a lot of good stuff too. Yeah.
He's always coming to me like, dude, this game is for you. Like he
Mm-hmm.
recommended the new Ninja Gaiden that came out that
Yeah.
was made by the company that makes Blasphemous and
Yeah.
the new Shinobi game. He's like,
Oh,
you
I
would
didn't
love
know that.
both.
I didn't know that they both got done by the same creators
No,
as Blasphemous.
no, not both of them, just Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, okay.
And then the Shinobi was Sega.
Nice.
I haven't played the Ninja Gaiden game yet because I decided on Shinobi first, but I'm excited for that one because Blasphemous in general is a really good game.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, there's still a huge black backlog on all that. Absolutely. They're constantly coming out with a lot of those. And I feel like it's just not, I don't want to say flooding the market, but I feel like they're doing such an amazing job with it. You know, people like some of these companies are getting back to thinking about the player and like, hey, we know people like this. Let's go ahead and do it. We're not just gonna, throw some crap out there. They actually wait and make sure the game is actually halfway decent.
should go get my Switch 2 and just read off all the games that I have that I haven't even started.
Right.
Like
That was
both Axiom Verge games are on there.
yeah.
I got to finish Blasphemous 2. I never finished that. I've got both the Ender Lilies. I beat Ender Lilies, but I got to beat Ender Magnolia. The new Ninja Gaiden. I got to finish Shinobi. It's uncalled for how many games I need to play on there.
Yeah.
And that's the bad thing about like the Switch is like these Metroidvanias to me just
It's
feel
all
like
over
Switch
there.
games.
Yeah.
Well, it just feels like a Switch game. Like so, like it feels Nintendo-y.
Yeah.
So I always buy them on the Switch.
Something I still never picked up, which because last year when we played Metroid Fusion, I found out a couple months ago that apparently Dread is the sequel to Fusion, and I didn't, or someone told me that, or something close to it, and I never knew that. So I definitely at some point still want to pick that up, and I still haven't picked it up.
You said that was Dread is the sequel to Fusion.
Someone told,
Fusion was good.
Yeah, Fusion was amazing. I still go back and play that every once in a while. But yeah, I was talking to somebody about or someone was streaming it, I think, and I was watching him and I was talking about it, and they said apparently Dread is technically the sequel to Fusion. So
interesting.
Miracle says my Switch backlog is disgusting right now. I just added 2 more to it. Nice. Just had to send my youngins new Switch 2 back to Nintendo because neither charging port was working. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons why I waited a little bit to get my my oldest son the Switch 2s because I wanted to make sure at least some of the bugs were taken out of the system. Metroid Dread is Super Metroid 4. Okay.
Well, where was Fusion on that list?
I was going to say, yeah, I mean, Have to look at a timeline and
Yeah.
see if it's got multiple timelines like Zelda and like Tomb Raider. You know, Tomb Raider's got 3 different timelines. Zelda's got like 4. Fusion is 3. Okay, so yeah, so Dread is after Fusion.
Okay.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
I'll have to check that out because I did like Fusion.
And didn't they just recently come out with Prime 4?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure did.
I never played 3. I had Prime 1 and 2 for the GameCube, and that was about it. So
I need to check out a lot of games though. So
yeah.
well, you got anything else you want to talk about before we
86, and we're coming down to the wire now. Yeah, that was pretty much it. You know, streaming a couple things throughout the week, hanging out with you lovely folk whenever we get a chance to see each other in the Discords and in the online. The Dread is the best Metroid game. Changed my mind. It might be.
I want to touch on next week. We were supposed to do the sit down with ShadaWHO and have our first streamer guest. But if this ice storm plays out how it's supposed to, I could lose power for a couple days. So
Gotcha.
it's going to be one of those things that like maybe we do, maybe we don't. It might have to get pushed back or rescheduled to a later date.
We shall definitely see. We'll still try to be here and do something, depending. If not, we might have to postpone it. We'll see how things go. But
we should probably get on here sometime this week and try to get you familiar, or ShadaWHO or somebody familiar with the
StreamYard. Yeah. I'm definitely Snow Megadon. Yeah. So, but that was a good episode. I think we're doing really good. Yeah, we missed ShadaWHO today, but you know he will definitely be back next week if we can get everything squared away. But yeah, it was great seeing you guys. We're gonna go ahead and 86 it. We love you guys so much. We appreciate you guys taking time every single week. We're gonna try to keep pushing on. If you guys have any other ideas for us, you know you guys talk to us all the time. Spit some ideas at us, and we will definitely bring things along with. You know, we already do gaming news. We got to get some gaming trivia a little bit here and there, some unknown titles, and some of our favorites. So, anything else there, Slow-Mo?
I think I'm good.
All right. You guys try to take it easy. Yep.
Next week, maybe. If not, it'll be the week after.
But that'll be it. So, take it easy, guys. We are out.